Perhaps it was only a matter of time, but Ford has created its first performance SUV with the 2019 Edge ST midsize crossover, which goes on sale this summer with a twin-turbocharged V6 engine and a new look shared with the rest of the refreshed Edge lineup. Adding the first ST to the SUV lineup underscores, once again, that Ford is a truck company, a point it continues to punctuate with each new vehicle launch. The F-Series is its bread and butter, and the range is expanding with the addition of a diesel-powered F-150 coming this summer and the long-awaited Ford Ranger midsize pickup. Similarly, Kia SUVs. Ford sold very nearly 800,000 SUVs a year ago and has no goal of moderating the pace. The EcoSport subcompact crossover is the most recent new nameplate for Ford in the US, another Explorer is underway alongside a Lincoln partner, and the recently named Lincoln Nautilus replaces the MKX. Ford's initially long-run electric vehicle will likewise be a SUV. As the truck side of the business grows, the automaker keeps on pulling back on cars. The Fiesta may soon be ceased in the US. China got another Taurus, yet the US did not. The cutting-edge focus will originate from China, and future updates and generation anticipates the Fusion seem unverifiable with an upgrade made arrangements for China in 2020, however not for North America. Ford's new CEO, Jim Hackett, said he is reallocating $7 billion in capital from cars to SUVs and trucks. Some of that spending has gone to the Ford Edge, which gets a noteworthy overhaul for the 2019 model. The Edge, which made its introduction in 2006, was the brand's first car-based unibody crossover. It was additionally the first to include a sport trim level in 2009 and to have the MyFord Touch infotainment framework in 2011, which would have been a significantly greater respect if the framework and touchscreen weren't so carriage-making quality issues that the brand invested years correcting. However, it doesn't take from the way that Ford sees the Edge, with 2 million worldwide deals to date, as a stage to test new things. Particularly as the fragment has grown 50% amid the Edge's lifetime and is anticipated to develop another 9% this year to 2.4 million, said Group SUV showcasing director Michael O'Brien. So when work started around more than 2 years back on refreshing the Edge, the plans developed to incorporate an execution rendition deserving of ST badging. The Ford Performance Group added strength to the 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost engine, taking it to 335 horsepower from 315 in the 2017 Edge Sport. Torque is a solid 380 pounds-ft with standard all-wheel drive to deal with it. Fuel economy numbers are not out yet, but rather the 2017 Edge Sport with this engine is evaluated at 17/24 mpg city throughway. Whatever remains of the Edge lineup is furnished with Ford's 2.0-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine. The immediate injection turbocharged engine gets 250 horsepower, which is an expansion of 5 horsepower and 275 pounds-ft of torque. The Edge will be Ford's first utilization of its new 8-speed automatic transmission with begin-stop, which was created in-house. Ford built up the active 6-speed with General Motors, and the two banded together to make new 9 and 10 speeds that are gradually entering the market. New for the Edge family is an E-shifter with a rotational dial, liberating more space in the middle support. At the point when the vehicle entryways are opened, it automatically goes into stop. There are paddle shifters that in the ST are completely manual. The catch for sport mode is amidst the rotating shifter and changes the throttle reaction and moving examples to remain nearer to redline. It rev coordinates the downshifts, and holds bring down riggings while cornering. The fumes note is louder, the engine braking is more keen. You can kill the solidness control or go into loose mode to slide the car around. Try not to stress over SUV's tippier position, move control soundness is constantly dynamic. To acquire ST status, the sport suspension gets stiffer springs, all the more low-speed damping, bigger 13.6-inch vented back rotors, and a discretionary execution brake bundle with enhanced grinding materials and front rotor venting. Notwithstanding the 20-inch wheels, there are discretionary 21-inch 5-top wheels in sparkle dark, including the top. Ford will offer an execution summer tire since Ford engineers completely anticipate that a few proprietors will take their ST to the track. The reasoning behind an Edge ST is that individuals will keep on moving out of sedans and into utility vehicles, yet not the same number are moving out of execution cars, which proposes a hesitance to surrender energetic driving. Consequently, rationale proposes an execution SUV hits a sweet spot. Individuals need a SUV yet at the same time need to drive forcefully, Vehicle Engineering Chief Jonathan Crocker said. Presently around 10% of Edge deals are the Sport, a trim level that leaves with the expansion of the ST. Officials think the ST could catch at any rate the same number of 2019 Edge deals. Planner Steve Gilmore, who likewise took a shot at the 2015 Edge, needed this most recent refresh to look more sure and forceful. It begins with a greater grille, both higher and more extensive, fronting a hood that was presented. The LED headlamps were pulled to the corners for a more noteworthy feeling of width. The discretionary LED fog lamps are intended to work with the headlamps to make the picture of a C. For 2019 there are new hues all around, 4 outside and 3 new inside palettes. There are additionally 4 new wheel decisions, including 19-inch aluminum painted wheels on the titanium. The Edge ST arrives in a selective Ford Execution Blue, and the shading reaches out into the lower guard that is chrome on the standard Edge. The ST has passed-out hexagonal upper and lower grilles contrasted and the braces on whatever is left of the Edge family. The ST drops the chrome strip on the back of the general models, and the double fumes tips have a special square shape. Venturing inside uncovers the Ford Execution, emblazed ledge plate, ST badging on the cowhide guiding wheel, and the dark calfskin seats with additional reinforcing only for the ST. On the well-being side, there is a great deal of standard gear over the SE, SEL, Titanium, and ST, including slope begin help, blind side observing with cross movement alarm, auto high bars, path keep help, and forward crash cautioning with brake bolster. Dynamic stop help is an alternative. Another post-impact slowing mechanism prevents the car from proceeding to move after an underlying accident. Additionally new is slide controlling help, which causes you apply the perfect measure of directing to maintain a strategic distance from an impact, a first for a non-luxury SUV, Ford Driver Help Innovation Chief Scott Lindstrom said. It will likewise be in the Lincoln Nautilus. The Edge additionally gains versatile journey power with unpredictable usefulness and path focusing to keep the SUV securely in its path and at revised speed to not hit the vehicle in front. For 2019 the Edge family has an inserted modem and Wi-Fi to make a problem area with a 50-foot go for the 10 gadgets that can be associated with it, ensured to make you prevalent at the soccer field. With the Ford Pass Connect application on your cell phone, you can find, begin, and open your car remotely. The car's product additionally underpins Amazon's Alexa voice benefit so you can converse with the advanced right hand from your car. The Edge likewise has a 12-speaker B&O Play sound framework from Harman that was tuned for the Edge. Titanium has highlights, for example, remote charging and remote begin. The Edge is worked at the Oakville assembly plant in Ontario.